Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's video, we're going to check out a new air tip from Milwaukee, and it's something that I mentioned in that pipeline video that I made going over some of the new products. I noticed that there wasn't an expected launch date on this, and that caused me to go to Home Depot and look it up, and sure enough, my store didn't have it, but I could order it and ship it to store. And this is the compact dust collector. Part number on this is 49-90-2044. I picked this up for 35 bucks. Again, I had to order mine. Your Home Depot store may carry it, but it's essentially a compact version of this original dust collector that they've had. I've been using this for quite some time. This stays in the back of my truck in my single drawer. I get it out with some other vacuum attachments, but this is one of the main ones that I end up using as far as all the air tips that I have. But as soon as I saw this, there's two main things that I really like about this. One is it's compact, it's much smaller as far as the footprint, and 9 times out of 10, I'm only using this for cut-in boxes, and this is going to work out for a double or a single. I'm going to put that to use here in a minute and show it to you. And then the other feature is this right here. So you can see how the air tip actually angles out, whereas on the original version, it goes straight down. That's going to do a couple things. It's a little bit easier to hook your hose up to that. And then also it's going to allow you to be able to move this farther on down the wall in case you've got to cut a hole somewhere down in the bottom. So here's the back of the package if you want to check it out. And again, all the air tips work on 1.25 inch, 1 7/8, and then also 2.5 inch hoses. That's one of the main things I like about the air tip kind of system, is that I can go from my pack out vacuum, which is what I'm going to use in this video to show you this in action, or I can swap over and go to my rigid job site vac or my Festool vac. No matter what vacuum, what hose I'm using, all these air tips work for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing out of the package. I've got a drywall piece set up. I'm going to do some cutout boxes and show it to you in action with my pack out vac. Again, that's the only vacuum I'm going to use in this video. If it works with that, it's definitely going to be better in a situation as far as if you use a corded vacuum. So I'm going to show you kind of a battery powered vacuum aspect of it, and if you use a corded vacuum, it's just going to perform better. But let me get out of the package, get things set up, and then we'll put this thing to the test. Before we get to cutting and making all the noise, let me go ahead and show you the difference that this angle right here makes. I can take my pack out vac, slide that in, and now I can go down until my actual hose hit. So I'm getting about this height right here. Let me make a little bit of a mark. So we're going to say right there is about the lowest I can go with that one, versus if I use my pack out vac on the original version and I come in here, even if I've got this kind of kinked a little bit, that's probably about as low as I can really go. So you're going to get several inches. It's not drastic, but it's at least enough in case you need to cut something a little bit lower to the ground. It does make a little bit of a difference. So again, I'm going to go ahead and mark out a single and a double as far as for a cut-in box, because this is big enough to do a double cut-in box and also a single as well. We'll go ahead and cut both. I'm going to get this leveled out. Not that it matters that I'm level necessarily, and I've only got this drywall like up on a couple 2x4, so we'll go ahead and mark out a single over here, and I'll do a single as well. And I'm going to use my oscillating tool because that's going to create the most dust. Sometimes I don't use my oscillating tool, I just use a knife, but we are testing dust collection, so that's what we're going to do here. So again, using my pack out vacuum for this whole entire thing, I'm going to put it on speed 2. I tried to go around a couple times with it just to create more dust, and I also moved this up halfway through so I could see how much suction it pulled down, because you could see it was letting a lot of dust come up this way. So I wanted to see if I cut half a hole first, how's that going to work out? Didn't seem like it changed an awful lot, but you can see I've still got a little bit of dust here. And again, this is with the pack out vacuum. The case with my other video where I did the bigger dust collector, whenever I swapped over to a corded version, I didn't have near as much of like this, but it's still catching like the bulk of it. You can see down here on the ground, I don't hardly have any dust hitting down here at all. So the bulk of it is at least going in there. So that was a single gang. Let me go ahead and we'll put it back on and we'll check out a double gang. Again, it doesn't catch all the dust, but it does catch the bulk of it. So you got a little bit of residue down inside of here. But coming down here on the 2 gang, it did leave a little bit more down here at the bottom than what it did over here on the single gang, which that is pushing the limit. The 2 gang is pretty much almost about as wide as this. So you got a little bit more for that to kind of go off to the side and go over top of the edge. But I still think I'm getting as much dust, or collecting as much dust probably, as what I did with the bigger version. It's just some of that stuff doesn't fall around the outside. But that little amount right there, now whenever you're done, you just simply take your vacuum, turn it on. It definitely leaves a lot less dust in the air that would be airborne throughout a customer's home than what it would do if you didn't use something like this. But there you go, guys. There is the new Milwaukee compact dust collector. I love it. It's definitely going to take the place. This one's going to be the one that stays in my truck. This one will now probably stay in my garage unless I'm going to do a specific job where maybe I'm cutting an access hole for plumbing, maybe a shower valve or something like that, and I need something a little bit bigger. But this is going to be my day-to-day, because 9 times out of 10, whenever I've been using that, I've been using this right here and cutting in a cut-in box for electrical. But let me know in the comments below, is this something that would be useful to you? I like the fact that I can also get a little bit lower. That makes it more useful as well. But let me know what you guys think about it. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.